Hello guys and welcome to another video. Today I'll be talking about the cheapest branded spinning reel you can buy on the internet. So we're going to go through the reel. We're going to open it up first for you. We're gonna open up the drag and a few other bits and pieces just so we can see what it looks like inside. I'm gonna spool it up with braid, and then at the end of the video I'm gonna give you my conclusion. And I also have a little announcement at the end, so stay tuned and make sure you watch the video until the end. So let's start. So this is the reel I have. I bought that on the Meredith shop. Meredith, it's a Chinese brand for fishing lures. They are very high quality Chinese brand. So lately they have started to make fishing reels and fishing rods as well. So knowing how good Meredith are in the way they make their lures, I've decided to give their cheapest reel a go because it made me curious. So I got the reel for 12 euro, which is dirt cheap. If you compare that to the cheapest Shimano reel, for example, it's around 25 euros, so it's double the price, and you're getting FX. That's a fishing reel made completely out of plastic. It has aluminum spool, fair enough, but it has only one bearing inside. And to be honest with you, it's not a great reel. It's good for kids, but it's not good for maybe float fishing as well, but it's not good for proper spinning. So we're gonna see how that compares to it, and we're gonna see if it's worth the money. Starting from the box, it's actually a Warship reel. It doesn't say Meredith on it. I contacted the seller, the Meredith shop, and they were very good in resolving the issue for me. So I bought the reel as being Meredith, but Warship came back. I haven't heard of Warship and I don't know what they are like, so anyway, let's see what it says on the box. It says no unfashionable design,
complete material body, spool cover and spool seat,
blah 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 blah. Pretty much a lot of marketing stuff, most of it which probably is not even true. So the ratio of the reel is 5.2 by 1, which means that you spool up 5.2 times by one turn of the handle. It says the drag is up to 8 kilograms, one-way clutch. It's cool as well, I guess. Aluminum spool, anti-reverse system, extra strong body. Right, that's it, and that's a 1000 size. I got the 1000 size one. Right, so I'm gonna open it up now. Let's see what we have. I'll just get that opened up. Right, so there is nothing inside the box. Not much outside of the box either. The reel comes back in a package. Nothing fancy as well. Put that aside. So, first glance, let's look at the handle. So the handle, you screw in the handle. So that's nice and tight. Of course, we're gonna give it the compulsory spin around check. It's a smooth reel, but every reel is very smooth right now. No weird noises. Feels a bit heavy on the start. That's normally because Chinese reels are heavily greased up inside. So there is a hidden sign here. It says, look at that, guys, 18 plus 1 ball bearings. 18. Fishing reel doesn't have that many components inside, so you can fit 18 plus 1 bearings. So yeah, first test. Let's see what is the knob looking like. Normally you should have washers in there. You should have a screw so you can replace the washers with bearings, or in this case there should be bearings in there. So as we can see, there is a rivet in there. So when you have rivet, clearly, yeah, there are no bearings in here. They're lying. So you can't have 18 bearings in this one anyway. So you can't open up the knob, you can't upgrade 2 bearings, you can't even check if there are bearings inside. Lovely. Cool. Next, let's have a look at the drag. Yeah, it's a typical noisy drag and it's reels. So that's the drag mechanism, that's what makes the noise. You have a washer in there in case you need to remove it when you spool up the reel. Nothing good or nothing bad compared to what they are normally. Okay, I haven't seen that before. But it seems like we have cloth washers instead of carbon. I've never seen that before in a reel. Wow, mind blowing. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but there is a bunch of these cloth washers. Yeah, let's open up the reel and see at least if we can remove some of that grease. I'm sure it's over grease. It's grease popping up from everywhere. Self-cutting screws inside the plastic body. I wasn't expecting anything else anyway. And there is one, seems like a cosmetic one here at the bottom. I'm gonna take that off. Is that a bearing? No. So no bearing here as well. Oh, we have a bearing, look. Do you guys see that? It's a bearing inside. That's very exciting. Anyway, look, we have one more bolt. Okay, can we finally pop that open? Let's give it a... Here we go. There is quite a bit of grease here, and there is one more bearing here too. And if you look down there, that's right on the plastic. Have a washer, it seems that we don't have more than 5-6 bearings across this reel, and to be honest with you, we're missing them from the important places. So yeah, we'll get some of that grease out of here. See if we can make things to go smoother. No, nothing fancy in regards of the materials it's being made of and the internals of the reel. To be honest with you, it's not much worse than the Shimano itself. I mean, the 25-euro Shimano, the cheapest Shimano you can buy. I'm not talking anything the likes of even Sahara and so on. So nothing impressive, but nothing disappointing either. Okay, so I'm gonna start putting that back together and then we're gonna spool up the reel. Okay, so just by removing that tiny bit of grease where the reel was over greased, I mean, look at the difference that made. For the 12-euro mark, if it spools up well, to me that's a pass. So anyway, I have some 8-pound Meredith line. That reel is good for trout, light rock fishing, as well as perch. So you know, 8-pound line is gonna be plenty. I'm just gonna go and get some backing to put here, so in colder days the braid doesn't slip on the spool, and we're gonna reel that in. So now I have tiny bit of backing on, so you can see that we're not slipping. I'm using one of my kids' fishing rods, and I'm gonna be tying up the braid to the mono, and I'm gonna be spooling up the rest of the reel. Here I have it spooled up. Honestly, I don't think it's too bad, to be honest with you. It's not perfect, but that's very, very thin braided line, and that's very, very cheap fishing reel. The spool was very deep, so I put a lot of braid here. But yeah, if you buy that one day, you need to use proper backing, like a lot of backing. That's yeah, otherwise you're gonna be wasting a lot of good braid like I just did here. But anyway, yeah, that's what it is. I'm not unhappy with the spooling. So I guess the only thing left is to take it out and test it on the water. But before that, let's go back to the to my conclusion overall and the announcement I told you about. So guys, here is the fishing reel after removing some of the grease inside. It's very smooth now. I'm very happy with the way it winds up and spools up line. For €12, it's not a reel for an experienced angler. It doesn't compare with anything Shimano or Daiwa from the mid-cheap range upwards, but that's fair enough. It's a tenner basically, right? It's €12 fishing reel. Now it's great for it's gonna be a great starting reel for an unexperienced fisherman. It's gonna be a great starting reel for a child as well. I don't know how reliable it is, and I don't know how good the drag is for when fighting fish, but we're gonna find out soon, because I'll be taking the fishing reel on the water and test it out as well. Now on the announcement, I am preparing another video for you guys where I'll be doing a short review of a budget fishing rod to go with this reel, and once I have that, I'm gonna take them both together to the water and I'm gonna take them trout or perch fishing. I will be giving away the fishing rod and the reel to somebody in Ireland. It's gonna be Ireland only giveaway. In the video where I'll do review of the fishing rod, I'll pair it up with this reel and I'll take them out to the water. I'll be announcing more details about the giveaway. With that being said, if you want to see that video, we have a Facebook group I'm leaving down in the description below, and you can also subscribe to the YouTube channel and make sure you don't miss that video, the one with the fishing rod and the reel. Unfortunately, this is going to be Ireland only, but I want to make somebody happy, hopefully a child or somebody who cannot afford to buy themselves a set but would love to go out and fish. That being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll leave a link to the fishing reel in the description below if you want to go ahead and buy it. Also, you can check out some of the other links I have in the description for some cool, cheaper tackle you can go and get that I recommend. And with that, all of that mumbling, have a nice day.